Welcome to Wonderslate. Subscribe to our Telegram channel given in the description to updates and study materials. Topic for today's quiz is Digestion and Absorption. Question number 1. Identify the parts 1.2 and 3. Choose the correct option indicating the parts. Option A. 1 equals nasopharynx, 2 equals esopharynx, 3 equals buccopharynx. Option B. 1 equals laryngopharynx, 2 equals nasopharynx, 3 equals nasopharynx. Option C. 1 equals oopharynx, 2 equals laryngopharynx, 3 equals nasopharynx. Option D. 1 equals nasopharynx, 2 equals oopharynx, 3 equals laryngopharynx. The correct answer is Option D. 1 equals nasopharynx, 2 equals oopharynx, 3 equals laryngopharynx. The identity of the parts labeled are 1. Nasopharynx, pharynx region of nasal openings. 2. Oopharynx, pharynx region of esophageal opening. And 3. Laryngopharynx, pharynx region of larynx opening. Question number 2. Rearrange the layers of the esophagus in order, oriented from the outer layer to the inner layer. Mucosa, serosa, muscularis, submucosa. Option A. Serosa muscularis submucosa mucosa. Option B. Muscularis submucosa mucosa serosa. Option C. Mucosa serosa muscularis submucosa. Option D. Submucosa mucosa serosa muscularis. The correct answer is Option A. Serosa muscularis submucosa mucosa. Serosa muscularis submucosa mucosa is the correct organization of different layers in the esophagus, from outer to inner layers. Question number 3. A man complains of diarrhea and stomachache whenever he consumes dairy products. However, these ailments do not occur when he consumes foods other than dairy products. He is suffering from the deficiency of which of these enzymes? Option A. Renin. Option B. Trypsin. Option C. Lactase. Option D. Lipase. The correct answer is Option C. Lactase. It is a case of lack of the enzyme lactase in the small intestine. Lactase is needed to digest lactose. Although most people are born with the ability to make adequate amounts of lactase, the production of lactase normally decreases with age, and there are significant differences in lactase production among ethnic groups. The most common symptoms of lactase deficiency are diarrhea, bloating, and gas. Treatment usually involves avoiding lactose in the diet and management, as there is no cure for the disorder. Question number 4. An intrinsic gland that helps in the extracellular digestion of food in the stomach is _. Option A. Liver. Option B. Salivary gland. Option C. Pancreatic gland. Option D. Glands of gallbladder. The correct answer is Option B. Salivary gland. The salivary glands produce saliva, which keeps the mouth and other parts of the digestive system moist. It also helps break down carbohydrates, with salivary amylase, formerly known as ptyalin, and lubricates the passage of food down from the oopharynx to the esophagus to the stomach. Question number 5. Which of the following leads to reverse peristalsis? Option A. Overingestion of food. Option B. Entry of toxic substances into the body. Option C. Excess consumption of alcohol. Option D. All of them. The correct answer is Option D. All of them. Reverse peristalsis is nothing but vomiting, and this happens whenever the gastrointestinal tract senses the presence of irritants or harmful organisms. First, the small intestine begins reverse peristalsis, moving the food back into the stomach. The pylorus of the stomach relaxes to receive this backflow of food. There is then a forceful expulsion of the gastric and duodenal contents of the esophagus and through the mouth. All this is coordinated by the brain itself, which has a dedicated vomit control center. Question number 6. The lumen of the digestive tract is lined with --. Option A, serosa. Option B, mucosa. Option C, submucosa. Option D, muscularis. The correct answer is option B, mucosa. The mucosa is the innermost layer of the gastrointestinal tract that is surrounding the lumen, or open space within the tube. This layer comes in direct contact with digested food, chyme. Question number 7. Lactose is hydrolyzed into option A, fructose only. Option B, glucose only. Option C, glucose plus fructose. Option D, glucose plus galactose. The correct answer is option D, glucose plus galactose. Lactose is hydrolyzed to glucose and galactose in presence of lactase enzyme. Question number 8. Jaundice is a disorder of the underscore. Option A, respiratory system. Option B, skin and eyes. Option C, circulatory system. Option D, digestive system. The correct answer is option D, digestive system. Any condition that disrupts the movement of bilirubin from the blood to the liver and out of the body can cause jaundice. Bilirubin is a waste product created when red blood cells are broken down. In the bloodstream, it is transported to the liver, where it is combined with the digestive fluid called bile. This eventually passes out of the body in urine or stools. So that is why jaundice is a disorder of the digestive system. This is also the reason why our stools are yellow in color, usually. Question number 9. Curdling of milk in stomach occurs by the action of option A, renin. Option B, trypsin. Option C, erepsin. Option D, chymotrypsin. The correct answer is option A, renin. Trypsin, known also as renin, is a proteolytic enzyme synthesized by chief cells in the stomach. Its role in digestion is to curdle or coagulate milk in the stomach, a process of considerable importance in the very young animal. If milk were not coagulated, it would rapidly flow through the stomach and miss the opportunity for initial digestion of its proteins. Question number 10. Most of the fat digestion occurs in option A, rectum. Option B, stomach. Option C, cecum. Option D, small intestine. The correct answer is option D, small intestine. Fat is largely digested in the small intestine. Bile salts of the bile break down fat droplets into many small ones by reducing the surface tension of fat droplets. This process is called emulsification. This increases lipase action on fat. Question number 11. The major function of the large intestine is underscore. Option A, absorb water. Option B, absorb electrolytes. Option C, synthesize vitamins. Option D, all of them. The correct answer is option D, all of them. The major function of the large intestinal phase of digestion is to reabsorb as much water as possible, along with all the essential electrolytes which escape from the small intestine. In addition to this, it even helps in the production of vitamins like B12, etc. Question number 12. Regarding the assertion and reason, choose the correct option. Assertion. A. The second largest gland in our body is the pancreas. Reason. R. It is also called a mixed heterocrine as it has both exocrine and endocrine parts in it. Option A. Assertion A is true and reason R is false. Option B. Reason R is true and assertion A is false. Option C. Assertion A is true and reason R is true and R is a correct explanation to A. Option D. Assertion A is true and reason R is true, but R is not a correct explanation to A. The correct answer is option D. Assertion A is true and reason R is true, but R is not a correct explanation to A. Pancreas is the second largest gland in human body. It is also called a mixed gland or heterocrine gland as it has exocrine parts called acini, which secretes pancreatic juice, and endocrine parts called islets of Langerhans, which secrete hormones like insulin, glucagon, and somatostatin. The latter statement has nothing to do with its size. Question number 13. In vertebrates, lacteals are found in option A. Esophagus. Option B. Ear. Option C. Ileum of small intestine. Option D. Ischium. The correct answer is option C. Ileum of small intestine. Ileum is the part of small intestine. Its mucosa is raised into numerous microscopic projections called the villi. The villi contain a minute blind-ended lymph vessel lacteals, which help in the absorption of fats. From the lacteals, the lipoprotein chylomicrons are carried into the bloodstream directly via thoracic lymphatic duct. Question number 14. Regarding assertion A and reason R, select the right option. A. Bile has no enzymes. R. Bile does not have any role in digestion. Option A. If both A and R are true and R is the correct explanation of A. Option B. If both A and R are true but R is not the correct explanation of A. Option C. If A is true but R is false. Option D. If A and R are false. The correct answer is option C. If A is true, but R is false. Bile has no enzymes, but bile has bile salts that help in digestion by emulsification of fats. Question number 15. The major and primary functions of the digestive system are to transfer from the environment into our bodies. Option A. Nutrients. Option B. Electrolytes. Option C. Water. Option D. All of them. The correct answer is option D. All of them. The primary function of the digestive system is to transfer nutrients, water, and electrolytes from the food we eat into the body's internal environment. This is to provide the energy source, which can generate ATPs to carry out the body's energy-dependent activities. Question number 16. In man, the smegma chief cells are mainly found in option A. Cardiac part of stomach. Option B. Pyloric part of stomach. Option C. Duodenum. Option D. Fundic part of stomach. The correct answer is option D. Fundic part of stomach. Smegma or chief cells are present in the fundic part of stomach. Chief cells are usually basal in location and secrete gastric digestive enzymes as proenzymes or osmogens, pepsinogen and prorenin. Question number 17. Read the following statements regarding the small intestine and identify the correct and incorrect statements. A. It has integral parts like jejunum, ileum, and duodenum, in this order. B. The major part of digestion and absorption is carried out by the small intestine. Option A. Both A and B are correct. Option B. Both A and B are incorrect. Option C. A is correct and B is incorrect. Option D. B is correct and A is incorrect. The correct answer is option C. A is correct and B is incorrect. A is incorrect. The sequential order of the parts of the small intestine is duodenum, jejunum, and ileum. B is correct. The major part of digestion and absorption is carried out by the small intestine. Question number 18. The digestion of food in the esophagus happens due to option A. Salivary amylase. Option B. Pepsin. Option C. Renin. Option D. Acid reflux from the stomach. The correct answer is option A. Salivary amylase. Esophagus does not have any digestive enzyme produced by it. The only enzyme that is active in the esophagus is the salivary amylase that is present in the bolus as it comes from the mouth into the esophagus. Question number 19. The intestinal juice, succus entericus, is secreted by option A. Brunner's gland. Option B. Kupffer cells. Option C. Crypts of Lieberkühn. Option D. Goblet cells. The correct answer is option C. Crypts of Lieberkühn. These enzymes include peptidase, sucrase, maltase, lactase and intestinal lipase. Question number 20. Anxiety and eating spicy food together in an otherwise normal human may lead to option A. Diarrhea. Option B. Vomiting. Option C. Indigestion. Option D. Jaundice. The correct answer is option C. Indigestion. Anxiety and eating spicy food together in an otherwise normal human may lead to indigestion. Thank you for watching the video. If you'd like practice this quiz, then download the Wonderslate app now. Link in the description below. If you have any suggestion for us, feel free to leave comments. If you liked the video and want to see more of it, hit the thumbs up and don't forget to click on subscribe button to get more updates of the future videos.